I didn't have any Christmas. That's why I'm so obsessed with it. We had Hanukkah, which is kind of okay. Christmas is like the birth of the savior of the world, and Hanukkah is like we had some oil, and but not enough oil. But then it was like we had more than we thought that we did. So here's some socks. I felt super deprived as a child without Christmas. And all the cool girls in school had Christmas, and they all wore black chokers like in the craft, and they were all awesome. And I didn't have that. I just had this big Jufro that only is contained for like the 2 minutes that I'm on stage, and it'll just look like a big dandelion the rest of the time. I had like an underbite, like a lanternfish. It was not sexy. And I also was under the mistaken impression that the butterfly clips, I don't know if you guys were hip to the 90s tradition of the butterfly clips, if one was good, then like 15 was great. So I just felt like I had a hive just infesting my head, and it just wasn't that good. But I had a plan. And my plan was I was gonna find a new way to be cool, and there was like this loophole place, and that place was a magical place called Hebrew school. At Hebrew school, the bar was so very low that you could reinvent yourself. So like if at regular school you were like that weird kid with the rash, in Hebrew school, if you could just like touch the rim of the basketball, you were like Jewish Michael Jordan. It was a new world. And so I was gonna reinvent myself at Hebrew school. This was around Hanukkah time. And I had a really good plan for it because I had seen someone in regular school do the coolest thing that I'd ever seen anyone do. This was the plan. Feel free to steal it. So he sneaks in before earth science class, and he doodles on a transparency. Remember those? And then the teacher turns on the transparency, and it projects. And instead of a volcano that we were learning about, like tectonic plates, it was a duty. Like a dog duty, and there was like stink lines. This was 4th grade, guys. It's not high level. And there's like stink lines coming up, and it was amazing. And he was like a king among men, and it totally changed his popularity. And people would see him in the hallway and just like hand him Dunkaroos, because he was like a king of God. And that's all I wanted was to be like this kid. So I had a great idea, and I decided to rap. And it was during a game. In Hebrew school, they were like, we're gonna play a special game for Hanukkah. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Games are fun. Not, because we're in Hebrew school. Why did I think it was gonna be fun? The cover of the game, this is a real game if you guys wanna buy it for your friends and children, it's available. The cover is a small boy, he's very frail, and he's going like this, as if to ward off some guns. And the title of the game is Gestapo. This is a fucking real game. So in Gestapo, it's sort of like Monopoly. They read cards and then you like go around the board. But instead of collecting cards like Baltic Avenue or like the Electric Company, you lose cards that are like dignity and pride, family, hope, and eventually your life. Teacher, Mr. Rothenberg, would read some cards. He would read like vandals smash all the clocks in your clock shop. Lose 2 dignity cards. And I was like, this is the perfect time to enact my plan. And people at Hebrew school were super lame. Like I sat next to this guy, David Abramowitz, on my right, and he carried an EpiPen with him wherever he went. And it was in case he encountered his greatest foes, egg. And celery, which are the pussiest of all allergies. So lame. And on my left was Sarah Sepulwitz. She was kind of a bitch, but she also had a speech impediment, and her name was Sarah Sepulwitz, so I give her a pass. so I decide like I'm gonna sneak a card into this game, just like in the transparency. The card stock of the cards was not very high quality. Like shocker, there wasn't a wholesale market for a Gestapo board game. So I printed it out on the school paper and I brought it in. I got my mom to drop me off early and I snuck it into the teacher's deck. And I'm so excited and I'm expecting like all these free Dunkaroos. I'm just gonna be the coolest kid in school. And my teacher announces instead of the game that Hanukkah, he's like, we're gonna have a special little treat today before we play Standup. We have a special guest. It's Sarah's great aunt Ida, and she's from Poland. And she's gonna tell us about some of her experiences during this time period. So this like frail lady walks in and she sits down and then she begins to tell the most horrible story that has ever existed in the whole world. Everyone dies, everyone is burned. And then it's right around the time where she's talking about swallowing her mother's diamond so that the Nazis can't get the last shred of her mama that I realized like, oh, I'm not gonna be cool, I'm gonna be like ostracized horribly. This is a terrible idea. And so I realized like maybe it'll just like wrap up quickly and I can get the card, or like maybe it'll be snack time and I can get it out. Like there must be some way to save myself. I can't let these people hear the card that I put in, that you will hear in a little moment. And luckily, the teacher goes, this step of the game is called the final solution. And I was like, oh, good, so we're just gonna like wrap this up quick, great. Perfect. But what I didn't know is that it's a teaching game, and so the survival rate of the game is supposed to reflect that of the actual Holocaust, so everyone's dying, everyone starts to die. Sarah Sepowitz is dying, she's crying, she's such a drama queen. David Abramowitz died like 16 turns ago because he's too frail for the ravages of war. And so they start reading cards that are like scary, that are like, Papa is taken to jail. Or like you steal some bread and like your friends are shot, lose 2 life cup. And I just start praying to my conception of God at the time, which is, it's like Ariel's dad in the... That's basically what God looks like. There's no, like, draw me a better picture of God. So he's sitting in a chair, he's definitely topless, like super ripped. He has a really big beard, and he's looking down at me and he's really ashamed. And I'm like, God, I just want to be cool, like all those Catholic girls, like I just, please, like just anything, I'll do anything. And then I see, we're going around and I see Sarah Sepowitz's face. And I realize that she's gotten my card and it's too late, I can't escape. And she reads it aloud. And she reads my card. She reads, you fart in a train car. The train smells like farts. Lose 2 dignity cards and 2 fart cards. And I look around and nobody is laughing. Nobody is giving me any Dunkaroos anytime soon. This was a really bad idea. And Mr. Alkenberg is like, who did this? And I was like, maybe Little Mermaid's dad will like take some points off if I'm honest. So I like raise my hand and he says, Hannah, you have to meet me outside in the hallway. And I was like, shit. Oh, all I wanted to do was be cool. Now I'm gonna be ostracized at Hebrew school, which is the lamest place. The bar is so low there. I'm gonna be lower than the low. Oh. So he calls me into the hallway, and then Ida, this lovely old Polish woman, she says, let me see. And Sarah hands her the card, and she looks at it, and she sort of studies it for a little while, and then she shrugs her shoulders and she laughs a little bit. And she looks at us and she says something that I'll remember forever. She said, I could be sad every day of my life for every one of these cards. Just one of them could make me sad every day. She said, so when I find something that makes me laugh, I feel like it's not a wasted day. And I didn't get taken outside, and I still got in tons of trouble. I never got to play at Sarah Sepowitz's house again. But this woman saved me, and I felt like
I felt like it was a little loophole for me that I think about a lot, and especially recently in light of recent events. There's like, you can't change some of the things that happen in the world, but what you can do is like come out to things like this and be with people, friends and family that you love, and you can try to laugh. So that was her gift to me on that Hanukkah, and that is my gift to you, because when I think about the